Greetings, Bobby. Greetings, Miss Neely Fuller. My question is, in your word guide on page 271, you have this term on automatic ratio. Would it be possible for you to explain this term to the listeners and how important this is into the maintenance and refinement of white supremacy?
Okay, you're pointing out something in the textbook for victims of white supremacy.
The word guide.
And where is it?
From the word guide, page 271.
The word guide. Okay, word guide and page what?
271.
271. All right, I have my word guide here in front of me. Let's see if I can get to this page right quick. Don't waste no time doing it. And where is this? Are you talking about on automatic?
Yes, sir.
Okay, center of the page 271 of the word guide. It says on automatic ratio in parentheses. Says use this term. What term? The term on automatic, all right? Use this term to apply to all of the effects that the system of white supremacy has on its victims, non-white people, causing its victims to automatically say and do things again and again and again that do not produce constructive results. So that's what it means. On automatic. It's a term. And I use the term. I think I used it right now, or just a few minutes ago on this program, on automatic. I may have. I've used it on other programs. Use this term to apply to all of the effects that the system of white supremacy has on its victims. That's black people, non-white people, by causing its victims to automatically say and do things again and again and again that do not produce constructive results. So what we call black culture is on automatic. What we glorify is black culture. We glorify black people killing each other. We're on automatic. We do that. We grow up with that in mind. Killing each other. We don't think we do grow up with that in mind. But it's there. Otherwise, we wouldn't what? By logic, be doing it. So that's on automatic. Generation after generation. You said something about my mama. That's a part of black culture. What did Malcolm X do before he became Malcolm X? In the movie Malcolm X, presented by Mr. Spike Lee. There's a scene in it. Malcolm X was in a bar and the person said something about his mother. So he just calmly walked away and came back with a beer bottle in his hand and smashed that beer bottle in the guy's face, sending him to the floor bloody, and said, "Don't you ever in your life say anything about my mama." Now, that's black culture. That's on automatic. In the old days, it was really on automatic. You want to, this is a killing situation. You say anything about a black male's mother, and in particularly in a setting like a bar, it's made for bars, places where people get drunk, high, and get away with stuff that they wouldn't ordinarily do out on the street. So fighting went along with that. And fighting about somebody saying something about somebody's mother was automatic, on automatic, part of black culture. Now, what does the code say? while I'm on that subject. We need to get off of automatic, including if somebody says something about your mother. What does the code say today in 2021? If somebody says something about Neely Fuller's mother, oh, your mother's the B word, your mother's this, your mother's is a whore, your mother's this and that and other. If a person said that to me under any setting, what is my reaction supposed to be according to the code? Just like he didn't say anything at all. Just like the person did not exist, the person who said it. That's the effect it's supposed to have on me. According to what? According to counter-racist science. That's what. That black person said the most derogatory thing that anybody could ever say about anybody and said it about my mother. Now, does that mean I don't care anything about my mother? Who was long dead, worked hard, gave birth to me, had great difficulty doing it according to what she told me. And somebody said something derogatory about her, what does the code say that I do? If anybody says it, white or non-white, do I have to, quote, unquote, defend my mother? The answer is, to that question, no. Why don't I say something about that? I don't have nothing to say, because it doesn't call for me to say anything. That's what I mean by dominating your situation. Codification is about dominating your situation. You don't let your situation get out of hand under any circumstance where you do something because of something somebody else did. You always do what the code says do. That's why we need a code. Now, it's dramatic what Malcolm X did before he became an X in that movie. It's dramatic. It gets a lot of attention. You feel emotionally vindicated. But in the system of white supremacy, you are supposed to be a 100% logical person all of the time about everything. And you always think about cause and effect. And the effect is always supposed to produce a constructive result. And that's what that, in answer to the caller's question, that's what that on automatic means. But you can get the book, and it also has a substantial explanation about that, too. I won't bother to read that because it's kind of lengthy. That's in the Word Guide. On automatic.
All right.
Black people need to get off of automatic and get on logic.